I start this haircut off clipper over comb, shorter at the hairline and longer at the parietal ridge. The parietal ridge is where the side meets the top, where I'm cutting right now. Follow the hairline diagonally down the neck, using a horizontal cutting method to take out weight and a vertical cutting method to fine tune. Here I use the vertical method to fine tune, shorter at the nape, longer at the crown. Always having my hairline shorter than rest. To have a nice consistent haircut, it's vital that you go over spots that you've already done to smooth out any bumps or loose hairs or any mistakes that you might have made. Always staying shorter at the hairline and longer at the parietal ridge. I use vertical techniques and horizontal techniques. On this side, we're going to be less drastic to ensure that the hair flows over the parietal ridge when styling. I'll use a fine-tuning method here to keep the hairline shorter than the parietal ridge. Shorter at the nape, longer at the crown. You'll see me go over the same spot a few times to ensure consistency and quality. Never going higher than the parietal ridge, using a horizontal method to take out the most weight. I always want my hairline to be shorter than the rest to ensure that it grows out evenly and looks consistent. Now I'll use my thinning shear over comb method to blend the sides to the top or any dark weight that I may have. Do not go over sections too many times with the thinning shears because you can over thin the hair and make the hair spike out where you do not want that. We are looking for dark spots or heavily weighted areas to simply thin out. This will help your haircut transition very smoothly. Keep in mind, you want your cowlick area to be a little longer than most areas due to the fact that it may stick up if you cut it too short. I will now use my scissor over finger method to cut the top of the head. I divide my hair into 5 sections: middle, left, right, and 2 subsections in between. Sometimes you do not have to use the subsections if you're working in a small area. You will notice on the left side of my client's head that I will extend my hand over the parietal ridge to make it easier to transition from the top to the side. You use small cuts. Nothing should be one chop. I cross-check my haircut to ensure quality and consistency. Small sections are always better than large sections to prevent from any wave formation. I will now texturize the hair by using my point cutting technique. And what this basically is I'm coming down on my head now rather than across while cutting. What this does is it creates a jagged edge or ununiform edge to help it flow better while styling. Texturing also lightens up some of the hair to create less density for easy styling and less bulk. There are many different ways to texturize hair. I will show you two today. This is my other technique, using a straight razor. This is more of an unconventional way to texturize hair. There are many different razors out there: feathered razor, guarded razors, and straight razors. I prefer to use a straight razor to be in full control. Be careful when using this technique not to cut your hand or your fingers. I recommend starting out slow and then gaining speed as you gain experience. This cuts the cuticle in half and creates a little bit more layer and thinness to make it easier to style. After I'm done texturizing my hair, I'm going to move on to my blow drying techniques. Lift the hair up with a vent brush or round brush while drying to create volume. Blow in the direction you want the hair to flow. I use a vent brush to pick the hair up nice and tight, and then I'll blow a small section and move on to the next section. You never want to burn the hair and stay in one section too long. I like to create a lot of volume in the front area, and then the rest I like to smooth down to create a pompadour effect. Styling is very important for many aspects. A, the client walks out looking their best. B, if you were to take a picture or video, it increases the quality of the haircut dramatically. It's very important to teach your clients how to style the hair the way you do, because at the end of the day, you won't be in their bathroom in the morning helping them. You always want to style the hair in the direction that you want the hair to flow. As you can see here, I'm blowing backwards because I want this hair to flow backwards when I'm done. I always check for consistency as I cut hair. If you see any hairs out of place or mistakes that you have made when you blow dry, don't be afraid to go back and fix it. I will now apply a dry product. I use a product called Muck. I do not work for Muck, but I do enjoy their product. It's a dry product, so it does not look wet. I put it in my hair, I emulsify it, and then I'm going to start in the middle using just my fingertips, and then smoothly transition to the front, and then eventually the sides, using my fingers and then my palms. Style the hair in the desired position. Don't be afraid to go over the same spot a few times and get it perfect. For your client is your billboard when they walk out. I'll style it absolutely perfect. And then once I have it exactly where I want it, I'm going to apply some hairspray, just to keep it in place. A nice transition and a beautiful style. Well, that about completes the haircut. I appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. This is the barbershop that I own here on Long Island, and more videos will be to come. Thank you again.